We've been away for a while, but don't worry.
We're back.
A year ago today, we uploaded our first video to YouTube. We wanted to share with our family and friends the plot of land we had purchased over in Bulgaria. It was a dream we were beginning to think would never come true, as life just seemed to keep getting in the way.
In 2020, COVID hit the world and we were halfway through our van conversion. Our Mercedes Sprinter was designed and built for the three of us to live in full time, enabling us to hit the road, travel and have a home without the overheads of renting a house bringing us down. This was no ordinary conversion project. In fact, the van took us nearly 2 years to convert and no expense was spared. From a full engine rebuild, air suspension, custom fiberglass wet room, on-demand gas water heater, mood lighting, the list goes on. And a diesel heater, of course, to keep us warm and toasty on the coldest of nights. Our van was loaded and it had it all.
As soon as restrictions allowed, we hit the road to revisit Bulgaria. It was a country we fell in love with on our previous overlanding trip back in 2015. After a few years of researching various plots of land and houses throughout Europe, it wasn't long until we knew exactly what we were looking for. So when our property came up for sale, we knew we had to go for it. Well, fast forward through all the paperwork and legalities, we became landowners. And the next step was to sell everything, pack up and leave ready for our new life to begin. And that was the plan for 2022. We returned to our land at the start of the year, this time taking Alex on his very first flight. During this visit, we decided to fit a wood burner, or pechka, in our summer kitchen. We made the big decision to remove the roof from one of our barns as it was about to fall down. This meant we were able to salvage as many roof tiles as we could. We also emptied the smaller barn of hay, straw and leftover animal bedding, enabling us to take measurements and begin planning our next steps forward. Not long after returning to England, we discovered I was pregnant and our plans changed yet again. After a difficult pregnancy and traumatic birth with Alex, we made the decision to delay our move abroad, moving back into a rented house in the UK as our due date got closer. Having worked so hard on preparing to leave the country and getting out of the UK rental trap, this was not an overnight decision or one we took lightly. But having a large indoor space through the winter meant Alex had lots of room to play and I had a sofa for those midday naps my body craved.
We've had to come to terms with it being the end of the road for our home on wheels. For years we worked on Purdy and she really was a van conversion like no other. But with only 3 seats in the front, a 5-year-old who's very quickly growing into a giant, and a baby on the way, we knew the time had come. After some maintenance and touching up, we will very reluctantly be putting the van up for sale in 2023. Moving forward though, we have made a purchase of a 6-berth caravan with what we hope to be the ideal layout to enable us to live comfortably on our land. Of course, it too wasn't without its issues. Having found huge areas of damp in the bathroom, we managed to get it much cheaper than the asking price. But that also meant much more work for me. Replacing rotten walls and some of the floor wasn't a 5-minute job, but it has allowed us to build storage space more suitable for our needs and replace the chemical loo for a composting one.
So what's the plan now then?
Well, Alex, that is a good question. We are planning to head back out June of this year, and we're finalising the huge headache that is the logistics of moving abroad. We're keen to take the absolute minimum over, but know that we will require a lot of tools and equipment to achieve our long-term plans. What are our long-term plans, I hear you ask? Well, they're far more than just a renovation project, and with our track record, you just know it won't be straightforward. From infrastructure such as water and power to designing and building our own home, all whilst trying to live off the grid and debt-free.
At the beginning of November, our baby girl Ember entered the world 4 weeks early. After a further 2 weeks in special care, we were both discharged home. As if that wasn't eventful enough, during a CT scan, they discovered a benign tumour within my hip bone. This will require surgery, which will be happening in the next few months. Hopefully, recovery will be quick and we can start moving forward without any more hurdles getting in the way. So, for now, Phil is working on clearing his workshop and shutting down his business. Alex continues to be home educated. And has taken his role of big brother very seriously. Ember's doing well and we're all looking forward to her cracking her very first smile.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all very much for watching and for following our journey. We'd like to wish you all the very best for the new year, and whilst we never planned any of these hiccups, it becomes part of our journey, and it has taught us what to be grateful for. So if you're planning something for this year, don't wait for the right time. Trust us when we say there never will be one. Make 2023 the year that counts for you and your family. We look forward to updating you with another video very soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to
like and subscribe.
and we'll see you on the next one.